Dim the light, little man, and tonight, little man, on a ship of dreams you'll sail. Dreams are made for children, and a dream is a fairy tale.
Good evening. Tonight's story by Hans Christian Andersen, though rich in fantasy, is not a fairy tale. It could have happened. One of the most delightful favorites of all time, The Emperor's New Clothes.
You're a queen, you're a king, when your heart's young as spring. Oh, how bright the world can seem. Dreams are made for children, and we're children as long as we can dream.
Many years ago, there was an emperor who was so excessively fond of new clothes that he spent all his money and all the money in the treasury on his wardrobe. Instead of saying, as one usually does about a king, he is in his council chamber, people here said, he is in his dressing chamber.
No! An abomination, utterly and completely. The collar bunches at the back and the shoulder mantle. But look, no, anyone would think I was misshapen.
If your majesty, please.
I do not. I've had men executed for less, much less. Tailors, weavers, abominable wretches.
But the cloth, your majesty, it's impossible to mold it to your figure.
Impossible? To my figure? Insolence. Would you have the emperor diet?
Noble lord, I would not dream of such a thing.
Sire, from what the fellow says, I gather the fault lies in the richness of the texture.
So, is my worthy prime minister aware that the celebration of my natal day is imminent? Would he have me go dressed in sackcloth?
Your Majesty, my knowledge of materials is infinitesimal compared to yours. Yet I have heard it said that the finest fabric is the most delicate. The gossamer weave, the butterfly grave.
Oh, don't pray to me of butterflies. I once had a quilted doublet made of their wings. Stuff doesn't last.
Your Majesty, I am reliably informed that in the kingdom of Corinia, they have the most exquisite cloth ever woven.
In Corinia?
Yes, sire. But they hoard it so jealously, not one yard is available for sale or export. But if your majesty were to declare war...
Have you lost your reason to declare war for a bolt of cloth?
The excuse does not matter.
But the cost does.
Cost!
Silence! Oh, you two are always wrangling over trifle. Count Despard is always ready to declare war. And my worthy prime minister is interested only in new ways of raising taxes.
Sire, I raise taxes only that my emperor may be more magnificently arrayed.
I would make war for the same reason.
Must you interrupt?
Oh, enough. This cloth you speak of, does it have a name?
If I mistake not, it is called Blush of Roses.
Blush of Roses.
Blush of Roses.
Ah,
Sire?
I had some smuggled to me only last week. Miserable, wretched burlap. Fit only for King Gustavus and the bedraggled members of his court. I don't understand how that man rules. There's absolutely no sense of style. Well, on with your work, you clods. They've wasted the entire morning.
Father, are you dressed?
Oh, badly, daughter, badly. Oh, you may enter.
Your Majesty.
Oh, come. Why all this formality? This isn't the throne room.
Pardon, Father. I thought since Your Majesty spends so much time here...
Desist. I'm in no mood for your lectures. These garments are horrible. My birthday is less than 6 days off, and all my people are waiting to see me in the procession. It's their greatest pleasure.
They have so few left.
What?
Nothing, Father. It's your birthday. I've come to see you about.
Ah,
I should like to invite a certain prince.
a prince?
Naturally.
My little girl is growing up. Oh, but I'm sorry, Sophie, dear. We can't invite any foreigners. No, birthday parties are family affairs. Just you, me, and my devoted subjects.
Oh, you invited him to the last procession.
But that was the anniversary of my coronation, an affair of the utmost importance. I wore my grandest robe of state, cloth of gold festooned with rubies and emeralds. Oh,
So frightfully expensive.
oh, it was indeed.
The people,
Dear, dear souls. How they love to see their emperor dressed up.
with what they pay in taxes,
To be sure, to be sure. They have a right to see where the money goes. Though I must say they received good value on the last occasion. They were quite overcome.
true.
But tell me, daughter, who is this young prince who's captured your fancy?
Father,
Don't tell me. I can guess. It's that young fellow from Carthagena. He wore a peacock mantle and flame-colored sash, doublets and thorax of lavender with a design of lilies. A little quiet for my taste, but not bad. Not too bad. He was the one, am I right?
No, Father.
No?
No, it's Prince.
Wait. I know. Prince Tyron of Thebes, yes. He wore a spangled purple plume, lace ruff, and train of Sicilian brocade.
No, Father.
No? Well, could it have been the purple taffeta waistcoat and the fluted pantaloons? Well, that leaves only one, the golden periwig. Yes, his hair was powdered with gold dust and he wore a wimple. And on his feet, black slippers with beryl buckles.
Beryl buckles?
Beryl buckles, definitely.
No.
No?
Definitely no.
Oh, I'm tired of these guessing games. Well, who is he?
Prince Nils.
Prince Nils? Prince Nils? Who? Oh, I never could remember names. Do you know a Prince Nils?
No, my lord.
He wore a plain leather jerkin with a cap of green felt.
At my procession?
Oh, I did not say he joined the procession, only that he was invited. But he preferred to remain behind and talk to me.
Scoundrel.
An imposter, quite obviously.
Oh, my poor child. You were evidently taken in by a swindler and a knave.
He's neither. Prince Nils is the only son of King Gustavus of Corinnia.
King Gustavus? That impossible man? Never knew he had a son.
All becomes quite clear, Your Majesty. Prince Nils' attire was a deliberate insult to you.
Insult?
Definitely. King Gustavus has always mocked Your Majesty's superb taste in clothes.
Like father, like son.
We must declare war on Corinnia at once. Our honor's at stake.
But our treasury is empty.
The spoils of war will replenish it.
Spoils from Corinnia? Why, the people there hardly pay tax.
It's time they were civilized. We'll confiscate their resources, all their goods,
Their goods?
to the last stitch.
Does that include blush of roses?
It most assuredly does, sire.
Then declare peace at once. I will not have that wretched cloth in my kingdom.
Bravo, Father.
Don't bravo me, young lady. I'm appalled at your tasting clothes in men. And if Prince Nils ever dares show his face in my country again, I'll have him drawn and quartered, you understand? Count Despard, dispatch your courier to Prince Nils with this intelligence.
It shall be done, sire, at once.
At once, I say!
Oh, but Father.
Oh, no, but I've no time for your squalid infatuations. Well, that's all very well for you, but do you realize my birthday is less than 6 days away? Prince Nils, Corinnia.
Sire, your wisdom is infinite.
Oh, fiddle battle!
Ladies and gentlemen, step closer. Don't go, young man. You've only heard the beginning. Ladies and gentlemen, you may well ask why I should want to part with this brick of solid gold. For the paltry insignificant sum of not 1 guinea, not half a guinea, not even a quarter of a guinea, but for the ridiculous price of 10 farthings. 10 farthings is all I ask. And why do I do this? The answer is faith, my friends. Faith. I am testing your faith. Worldly possessions mean little to me. No, all I ask is your trust and confidence. Who will be the first to buy? Buy. You, sir, will you buy this brick? Will you? You, madam, have a brick of solid gold. 10 farthings, 8 farthings, 6 farthings, 3 farthings. You wish to buy.
I recognize worth when I see it.
You're a man of rare perception.
I was speaking of the peddler, not of the article peddled.
You do not wish to buy?
Not I.
Go away, then. You're a rude fellow.
Not rude, but not shrewd either. I seek advice.
I'm too shrewd to give any.
I love a princess.
Then you do not need any advice. It's elementary logic. A man who loves a princess has little chance of marrying her. Ergo, he is safe. For the sake of argument. Let us say he does succeed in marrying a princess. She is rich. Again, he does not need any advice. But remember, if you were to tell me you were in love with a very poor girl, then you would need a great deal of advice.
But...
I would be tempted to give it. You undoubtedly would reject it and then hate me because it turned out I was right. Ergo, I do not give any advice.
I love the Princess Sophie.
My inflexible logic cannot be altered by the mere mention of a name.
What's yours?
Simon?
Then attend my problem, Simon. I cannot see the princess unless I gain entry into the palace.
Are you a tailor?
No.
A purveyor of fine linens?
No.
A weaver, perhaps?
No.
Then how can you hope to enter the palace?
I leave that entirely to you.
What good would it do you if you did manage to see the princess?
I love her,
So do we all.
and she would learn to love me.
That does make a difference. Are you skilled at play acting?
I don't see why not. I never tried.
It's a fine, straight answer. I will help you. By the by, what is your name?
Prince Niels.
Sire, may I have your ear for one moment?
Your Majesty, my finest silk.
Regarding my new tax
Silk?
proposal,
Do you call this silk? Heaven help the mortal who wears it next to his skin. Sand and gravel and grit are smoother.
They will help our depleted treasury, sire.
Majesty. What? Do you work in concert with a physician, sir, an apothecary? Does your confederate manufacture a healing balm for the skin so that it may approach me when I pop out in boils and hives after wearing this infernal cloth?
Sire,
We do not, I swear no such thought existed, merciful Majesty.
Oh, merciful am I with my birthday less than 6 days off? Show me something better, Weaver, unless you wish your head and shoulders to part company.
sire.
Do you wish to lose your head, too?
Thank you.
Well, fakers, what are we waiting for? Show me the rest.
Your Majesty, my finest. What do you call this?
Another tantrum?
Oh, a veritable holocaust. You had better go in and calm him.
Naturally.
Steal messes, soiled and hide?
Not I.
As long as he is in this mood, we shall accomplish no business.
But we may accomplish a war.
Can you think of nothing else but war? There are other things in life, you know.
Such as?
Money.
Oh, is that all?
All.
At your age? Perhaps. Oh, well, watch this.
We seek audience with His Majesty.
You seek audience?
If it please your lordship, we are weavers by trade.
But you carry no cloth.
Oh, no, indeed, your excellency. We would not insult His Majesty by offering ready-made goods.
The palace is crawling with weavers.
Not like us, your lordship.
We have enough of your kind.
Not our kind, noble sir.
You dare to contradict me, sir?
All we ask is a moment with the Emperor.
So do I, and I have been unable to obtain it.
But you are not a weaver.
The fellow has a point. Nonetheless, you're wasting your time, and what's more important, you're wasting mine. Off with you.
Noble Lord, that is for the Emperor to say.
What?
By proclamation, he has invited all weavers to the palace to display their wares.
But you have no wares.
Our wares are here, sir, and in our fingers.
It does not matter what you have. I have told you to get out. Guards!
And this, what rubbish is this? To the dungeon. Cart the whole lot of them to the dungeons. The Emperor!
Huh? Your Majesty?
Who are these?
More weavers, sire.
Oh, cart them off, too.
One word, your Majesty.
Only one?
One only.
Say it then. But upon pain of death, do not add another.
Heliogabalus.
What was that?
Oh, I give you permission to repeat it.
Heliogabalus.
Heliog... Heliogabalus? Explain yourself, sir. No, I give you permission to speak. But if your explanation falls short, I have one word for you. Decapitate.
Your Majesty surely recalls that Heliogabalus was the first emperor to wear silk for clothing. An event which occurred shortly after the first silkworms were smuggled out of China into Constantinople. It's an amusing tale, sire. Two monks, as it were, concealing the precious silkworms in the heads of their walking sticks.
You'll find your amusement cut very short unless you come to the gist of the matter.
I was confident your Majesty had already guessed. As your Majesty undoubtedly knows, the ancient Chinese finally succeeded in training the silkworm. And an amazingly intelligent little beast it was, so communicable, in fact, that the clever Chinese were able to observe the secret of its function. Not merely to observe, but duplicate as well. This secret, my apprentice and I have learned from the foremost weaver in China.
Absurd.
Not at all, your lordship. We saved the poor fellow from drowning. Pulled him out of the Yangtze by his pigtail. The poor fellow was so inordinately grateful.
Preposterous.
No, don't interrupt. Yes, tell me, how do you apply this knowledge?
Ah, I see your Majesty has grasped the nub of our secret. If the poor and lowly silkworm can accomplish so much merely by weaving its own cocoon, what then may the race of man achieve with all the finest materials at his disposal? Threads of silk and gold, gold itself, rubies, sapphires, amethysts, and all the rest.
Oh, dear.
Your Majesty, I beg you, do not let these frauds pull the wool over your eyes.
Wool? We would never subject His Majesty to anything so commonplace.
I see through your little plot, sir.
I think not, sir.
What, sir?
Not, sir.
Will you swear by what you've got, sir?
To the dot, sir.
Rot, sir! Count Despot, I am emperor here. Weavers, state your conditions.
A room in the palace.
A room with a loom.
Complete privacy to work in.
Sufficient quantities of gold and precious stones.
Gold? Precious stones?
A few barrels will do to start with.
Your Majesty, this is absurd.
Silence!
One word more, sire. Perhaps these gentlemen know something of which your Majesty is still unaware. No doubt they've heard about the peculiar quality of our cloth.
Peculiar?
In color and pattern, it is second to none. It has the lightness and delicacy of dewdrops on a rose petal. But mark you this, sire. Our cloth also has the unusual quality of being invisible to fools and to people who are not fit for the positions they hold.
Strange.
Not so, sire. Our cloth might be compared to truth, which fools and incompetents always find hard to see. Yet philosophers agree there is nothing as beautiful.
As beautiful as truth.
Oh, how beautifully your Majesty phrases it.
Oh, what do I care if fools cannot see this cloth? They've often disagreed with my taste.
Which proves they're fools.
Well, let us to work then. Every moment is precious. My Prime Minister and Count Despard will see to it that you have everything you want.
Sire.
Your Majesty, everything.
We fly to do the Emperor's bidding.
Sire, where are we to find barrels of precious stones?
A cloth as beautiful as truth.
Father, Prince Nils!
Your Highness, it grieves me to say you are in error. I am only a lowly weaver, Hans by name.
What? Oh, yes, I see now. You have the coarse features of a peasant. Prince Nils is handsome.
The Corinian prince has spread his poison well. She sees him everywhere, even in the person of this uncouth weaver.
Daughter, you must get that tawdry prince out of your mind once and for all.
Yes, Father.
I've forbidden him to enter my kingdom. And if he tries to see you or you him, he'll pay with his life. Do you understand?
Yes, Father.
should be helping with the plans for my birthday celebrations. I will not have you spending your days and nights pining for Prince Nels.
I am an obedient daughter, Your Majesty. I shall pine for him no longer.
Night and day our friends pretended to weave. But although their hands moved quickly over the loom and the shuttles whirred, there was neither warp nor woof for anyone to see. Until finally, one day, the Emperor became suspicious.
Oh, when I think of the agony I've gone through wearing this sort of thing in state processions, all that my people might glory in their emperor. Oh, dear. Now, a cloth as beautiful as truth. I wonder how my weavers are progressing. It's been 4 days and they've allowed no one into their room. I must have my minister look into this. Baron! Baron! Oh, Baron!
You called, sire? Oh, there you are, Your Majesty. I assume you are ready to hear me now on the subject of the new levies. Well, first, to the matter of additional sources of revenue, we come to, yes, an item so obvious that I marvel that we have never thought to tax it before. I speak, sire, of air, the Emperor's air. All in your kingdom breathe it, some more deeply than others. Yet none is expected to pay for this privilege. I am familiar with Your Majesty's reckless generosity. Yet I submit, sire, that this is foolhardy. Now, I propose that we devise a means for measuring and rationing air, and that we classify breathers. Deep, shallow, those who walk, those who run, those who ride on horseback, with, of course, special rates for ladies, children, small animals, insects, etc., etc. Now, with Your Majesty's permission, I would like to draw up a schedule of breathers. Agreed, sire? Ah, good. I take your silence for assent. Oh, what a splendid morning's work. And that one, too. Sire, may I remark on how rested you appear? Never have I seen you looking more relaxed. And I do believe you have lost weight. Truly, sire, you have.
Baron!
Oh, Your Majesty was about to observe
that you're a blithering nincompoop!
Oh, pardon, sire, but I mistook your silence to mean that I...
Whose silence?
Oh, there you are, Your Majesty, yes, of course. Then who is this gentleman?
My esteemed Prime Minister. I've often speculated on your fitness for the post that you hold. I think the time has now come to put this question to a test.
Test me, sire? After all the years I have served?
Precisely! And it is possible that these same years have addled your wits.
Oh, but sire...
Hear me out. It's been 4 days now since the weavers have been at work. We've brought them bales of fine silks, chests of gold, caskets of precious stones.
True, but that was your command, sire.
Yes, but in spite of all, we still have not the slightest inkling of what they've accomplished. I want you to inspect the cloth they've woven thus far.
But, sire, you promised them privacy.
And they've had it! I don't ask that you interfere with their work, merely that you visit them briefly and then report to me.
Yes, sire.
And when you've made your report, I also may draw a conclusion or two. Now go. Go on, do as I command.
Test me after all these years.
Go!
Oh, yes, sire.
Privacy. Vermilion thread. Lighter shade. Seafoam green. Careful! You're stepping on the Emperor's cloth.
Oh, 1,000 pardons. Heaven help me, I cannot see a thing. Is it possible that I am a fool? I have never thought so, and yet... Can it be that I am unfit for the position of Prime Minister? Oh, no, that is too bizarre. Still, to be quite objective, Count Despard imagines he is fit for his post, and I have my doubts, very serious doubts. Well, in any case, I must never let anyone know that I cannot see this cloth.
Will you hold the end, please?
What? Oh, of course.
Well, Your Excellency, what do you think of it, eh?
I'll wager you've seen nothing to compare with it.
Well, nothing.
No comment on the design?
Oh, well, it's beautiful, beautiful.
Does it not put you in mind of the sky when it is filled with sunshine?
Oh, quite extraordinary blue.
Blue? The color is crimson.
But he compared it to the sky.
In airiness, Your Excellency, I made no reference to the hue.
Oh, you must excuse me. My spectacles. Ah, yes, a little gravy from the roast venison. Oh, of course, I see it clearly now. The color is crimson.
And the pattern? You've said nothing about the pattern.
Well, I am at a loss for words. Magnificent. I can only say magnificent.
Ah, careful, Your Excellency.
Do not mar the texture.
The Emperor would be angry.
Oh, of course, you're quite right, quite right. Well, oh.
I trust you will give a good report to His Majesty.
Well, how could I not?
Describe to him the shadings, the nuances in the blending.
Forgive me. I know so little of the terms of your craft. How would you describe it?
Crimson as a sunset over Vesuvius.
Delicate as breath on a window pane.
Subtle as a cardinal.
Light as a maiden's first kiss.
Oh, my goodness. And the pattern, so charming. Yet I lack the exact words to do it justice.
Birds of paradise.
Birds of paradise?
Their feathered tails like a whisper of evening.
Feathered tails?
Interlaced with a tracery of branches.
So fine one must strain one's eyes to see it.
Oh. But it is not fitting we should praise our own work when you may so easily observe for yourself.
Yes, I cannot wait to give the Emperor my report.
Your Excellency.
Have you made your report to the Emperor?
This very moment. And you?
I've just come from the weaver's room.
Ah.
Hmm?
Oh, quite so.
Quite.
I dare say His Majesty is eager for your description.
I dare say.
Yet, why should he be when I have already told him what I have seen?
What you have seen?
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Charming fabric, is it not?
Gorgeous, gorgeous.
Magnificent crimson.
Crimson?
Crimson.
I assure you, you're in error. They told me. I saw it with my own eyes. It's blue.
Blue?
Blue?
My dear Count.
My dear Baron.
You have made a mistake. Natural enough under the circumstances.
It is you who have made the mistake.
Are you quite certain that you saw the cloth at all?
Did you?
Obviously.
Then so did I.
That is impossible, because if you had, you would know that the cloth is crimson.
Blue.
Crimson.
Blue.
Crimson.
Blue.
Crimson. 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 Crimson.
Please,
No, quiet!
Crimson.
You first.
Your Majesty, the cloth is crimson.
Majesty, the cloth is blue.
So there's a difference of opinion, is there? Well, one thing is certain. One of you did not see the cloth. And that one is a fool. He is. Silence! There's only one way to resolve this issue. Tomorrow I will view the cloth myself. And then we'll find out which one is the fool.
Sophie! Sophie!
Nils. Nils, you can't keep coming here night after night. My father should ever find you.
He would find his future son-in-law. All fathers do sooner or later.
No. He would find a lowly weaver making love to his daughter. And he would be killed before the faintest breath of scandal could touch the palace.
Kill this weaver? Not your father. Not before he's had a chance to march in the birthday procession.
What will he wear, Nils?
He will wear the lightest, most comfortable robe he has ever worn.
How lucky you found a companion who was a weaver.
He's no more the weaver than I am. Less.
Then how do you weave?
Oh, industriously, most industriously.
Nils, do not make fun of me. What do you weave?
Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing at all?
Nothing but truth.
And this is the mysterious cloth which fools cannot see.
Yes.
What about the gold and precious stones my father gave you?
That's Simon's share of the bargain.
And yours?
You.
Nils, I'm frightened. Father has announced that he himself will view the cloth tomorrow morning.
He will not wish to admit that he's a fool, nor that he's unfit for his post any more than the others.
But where will this deception end? Sooner or later, he must find out the truth.
That's all we wish to show him. The truth is that clothes are not the man. When he sees this, he will no longer reject me as a son-in-law.
Oh, you do not know my father. If you expose him to ridicule, he will have you executed first and regret it afterwards. His heart is good, but his head, well, he loses it often, and before he finds it again, much mischief can be done.
A daughter should not judge her father so harshly, especially when he has the consideration to retire early.
Sophie!
Quickly, hide.
Sophie! Oh, Sophie. Oh, I couldn't sleep. I'm so excited. You realize that tomorrow I shall be shown the most beautiful cloth in all the world?
Yes, Father.
Well, I must say you're taking it very calmly.
Well, you haven't seen it, Father. Perhaps you'll be disappointed.
Oh, nonsense, my child, nonsense. I've heard the most glowing descriptions. Not that they all jibed exactly, but you're not listening to me, my child. What's come over you? What are you doing out here in this cold night air?
Well, I'm not cold, Father.
No, you're not. You look more like you had a fever. Something moved. I saw something in the courtyard.
No, Father.
Hold there! You there! Don't try to run. I'll call the guard.
You called, sire?
Weaver. What are you doing here at this hour of the night?
Collecting moonbeams, sire.
Moonbeams?
I was observing the texture of moonlight and trying to conjure up a way to weave it into the miraculous cloth we're preparing.
You expect me to believe such a story?
Why should you not, sire? Here are the jewels you have given us to weave into the cloth. By soaking up the moonlight, each stone retains a little of its color. See for yourself. Not by the harsh glare of your lantern. Would you wash away the pale, delicate light we've labored so long to capture?
No, I suppose not. Well, seeing as there are two of you, I suppose everything's in order.
In order, Father?
Inside. You'll catch a chill in this cold night air. By the by, what is the color of this cloth that you're weaving? There seems to be some slight difference of opinion.
Your Majesty, it's
green, sire.
Green, yeah.
Emerald green.
Young man, my Prime Minister informs me that it is crimson, while Count Despard swears that it is blue.
Well, that's easily explained, sire. It's quite simple, really. The Prime Minister saw the cloth for the breeches, and Count Despard saw the cloth for the doublet.
The greatest achievement, sire, is the cloth for the robe. And that is emerald green.
Oh, I can't wait till morning. Oh, you work too hard. You should get some rest yourselves. Well, good night. Good night.
Thank you.
I was on my way to pass today's harvest over the palace walls. My friends are waiting.
You pretend to be nothing but a low, conniving fellow, and yet you give all the wealth back to the people. Why?
For the best reason in the world. I live by my wits. Ergo, if I had wealth, what would I do for an occupation? By giving the money to the people, I can fleece them again in the market square. Thus do the wheels of commerce keep turning.
I suspect your bark.
And I suspect the Emperor's bite. Time has come for us to leave.
Leave now?
We'll pay with our heads if we don't. Besides, we've informed the Emperor we're finished with the weaving. We'll get no more gold, no more jewels.
Well, you've got what you've come for. There's no reason for you to stay. I came for the Princess Sophie. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell. Farewell? You'll be as helpless as a child without me.
I can't ask you to take the risk.
You haven't. I asked myself.
You insist upon staying?
Though we both lose our heads for it. Come. We must deliver these.
The trouble with playing a trick on an emperor who loses his head is that you're quite likely to lose yours. It looks as though Nils and Simon may be caught, quite literally, in a web of their own weaving. Things appear to be out of hand for our two weavers. To deceive the emperor is one thing, but to expose him to ridicule before all his people. Simon was all for running away, but Nils was too deeply in love with the Princess Sophie even to consider this possibility.
Hans, set the doublet here. No, gently, gently. Do not bruise the cloth. Now for the breeches. Mind the ribbons. They're so delicate, Your Majesty, a breath of air might blow them away. And lastly, the royal robe.
Sire, never have these tired eyes beheld such beauty.
A triumph of the weaver's art.
Dazzling, superb.
Can it be that I am a fool? An emperor not fit to be emperor? Oh, such a thing is inconceivable. Never!
Your Majesty said...
Oh, nothing.
Nothing, sire?
Nothing. No, the Baron imagined that I spoke.
Observe the texture of this hose, Your Majesty.
Yeah, pretty, very pretty. I daren't admit I don't see a thing. Not before the Baron and the Count, at least. They should be laughed out of existence.
Has the Emperor no word, no criticism?
I, too, was struck dumb when first I saw so much splendor.
It fairly takes your breath away.
Your Majesty?
Yes, well, exquisite.
Note the embroidery on the lapel.
Breeches, magnificently contoured,
Your robe of state. No ruler has ever had one like it.
Sire, note the background. Birds of paradise skillfully interwoven.
Birds of paradise, my lord?
So it appears to me, in a tracery of branches.
But these are guinea hens, my lord.
Guinea hens?
As any fool can see. The gold and scarlet of their plumage lend richness to the cloth.
Gold and scarlet, my lord? Your lordship must be in mind of the guinea rooster. The hens are much plainer birds.
Gold and scarlet would clash with the emerald green. Clash horribly.
You're quite right. Now, what could I have been thinking?
Thinking?
The luster is so dazzling it confuses the senses.
They are guinea hens, indubitably. I see them quite clearly now, yes.
Your Majesty.
Huh? Oh, yes, glorious. Such grace, such delicacy.
Is Your Majesty ready for the fitting?
The fitting?
We need hardly remind the Emperor the procession takes place this afternoon.
Oh, of course, the fitting. By all means, let us proceed.
Your Majesty!
If the Emperor would deign to remove his gown...
Oh.
Sire. You.
chemise?
I think not. Though our cloth is beautiful, Your Majesty, it is too delicate to withstand the rigors of this northern climate. Your Majesty might catch cold.
Impossible! All the fire of the precious stones we've woven into the fabric?
You forget, they've been cooled by the moon.
That is your opinion?
That is my opinion.
Oh, perhaps you're right. In any case, they'll never see the chemise, Your Majesty. Now let us begin with the hose.
If Your Majesty will be gracious enough to extend his leg.
The other leg, sire.
See how perfectly it clings.
So sheer, they're almost invisible. Does Your Majesty find them comfortable?
Oh, quite comfortable, yes.
And now for the breeches. If Your Majesty will permit me. The other leg, sire.
Magnificent.
Extraordinary fit.
It does not cramp or bind, Your Majesty?
No. It's like wearing a zephyr.
Good! Now for the doublet. Baron, count! Your Majesty.
A masterpiece.
Magnificent.
Your Majesty? Oh, not bad.
Not bad, sire?
Just a manner of speaking. The doublet is breathtaking. Extraordinary.
And the fit?
Oh, perfect. It is as though I have nothing on.
That is the beauty of it.
It may, if Your Majesty will forgive the expression, revolutionize men's clothing.
Ah, but wait till Your Majesty dons the robe. Gentlemen, I'm going to need some help with the train.
You may have the honor, my dear Count.
No. You have seniority, Baron.
Oh, but I...
Gentlemen, it's obvious we're going to need both of you. Quickly!
Gently, it's as vapor beneath the fingers.
Count, you're letting your end touch the floor. Higher! That's better, Your Majesty. The mantle, permit me, sire, to fluff it up, so. Never have we created such beauty. You may put the train down.
If only the King of France could see this.
He'd swoon.
The handiwork of angels.
Unsurpassable.
Sire, we must commission a royal portrait at once.
Oh, not so impatient, my dear Prime Minister. There'll be plenty of time after the procession. Oh, it's quite miraculous. History will record this as my finest achievement.
Father, are you dressed?
Oh, magnificently, daughter, magnificently. I'm ready for the procession.
The princess is dazzled, Your Majesty. She was unprepared for such a vision.
She should not have been exposed to it all at once. If Your Majesty will allow me, I'll escort Her Highness to the anteroom.
She needs time to adjust herself to the spectacle.
Oh, stupendous. I myself did not realize I would create such a stir. Oh, rest and compose yourself, my child. And when you've recovered sufficiently, I shall let you view me again.
How could you do such a... Shh.
I had no choice. I had to continue the game or leave the palace forever.
And why didn't you leave?
Because I could not go without you, dear Sophie.
I would have been willing to run away with you.
Princess does not run off like a servant girl. I could never let you do such a thing.
Would have been better than this. Oh, Nils, you can't let him walk in the procession.
How can I prevent it?
By telling him the truth now.
If I told him, I should lose my head. And a husband without a head is almost as bad as no husband at all.
Nils, you can't let him appear like this before all his people. You must find a way.
I will.
Wave! In step! Once more, sire!
Your Majesty.
Yes?
The Princess Sophie is a very intelligent young lady, a daughter to be proud
Oh, you
of.
taking my time to tell me that? I know my daughter.
Your Majesty, your crown is slightly crooked.
Dreadlord, the princess is of the opinion that Your Majesty should not appear in the procession.
Not appear?
What? That impudent...
Your Majesty, she has her reasons.
Well, let's hear them then.
The princess says that people have been overtaxed far beyond their means. They are destitute.
Piffle.
If they saw how their money has been spent for such splendor, the princess fears they might be tempted to revolt.
Oh, unutterable nonsense.
The people do not mind being taxed by it. They are used to it.
Revolt? Give me but a handful of soldiers.
Perhaps so. Still, in deference to the princess' wish...
Oh, and the Emperor's wish. Is that to count for nothing?
The people have heard all about the new cloth. They talk of nothing else.
Since they have all heard how the cloth cannot be seen by fools, they might be disappointed if they did not see it.
But...
And the fools among them would never admit they saw nothing. Your Majesty.
I am simply relaying what the princess has told me.
Oh, the princess this and the princess that. Am I or am I not your emperor? Yes, I know my people. Their greatest joy is to admire their emperor. Why, they would gladly go hungry, aye, even starve.
But Your Majesty!
Weaver Hans, your scruples do you credit. As for my daughter, I will speak to her later. Now, we cannot keep the people waiting any longer. Let the trumpet sound. Let the procession commence. Count, Baron, by train.
Your Majesty!
Have you heard about the new cloth?
They say there's nothing like it anywhere.
But fools cannot see it.
And that is your concern.
What magnificent!
Superb! Have you ever seen anything so stunning?
Do you see the Emperor yet, son?
Yes, yes. What color, what quality?
What tailoring?
The garments fit so well. The Emperor has nothing on.
Shh! Be quiet. Listen to the innocent.
The Emperor has nothing on.
Be still.
What's that?
What's he say? The Emperor has nothing on.
Oh, nonsense. He's only a child.
The Emperor has nothing on. The Emperor has nothing on.
No wonder fools cannot see. He's in his ship. He's in his ship.
The Emperor has nothing on. The Emperor has nothing on. The Emperor has nothing on.
Fools! Fools! And I, the biggest fool of all. Hold yourselves erect. Continue to march.
Out, your Emperor.
Weavers, where are they? I'll strangle them with my bare hand. Well, where are they?
It's useless, Your Majesty. They're miles away by now.
Count Despard is mistaken, sire.
You wretch, you scoundrel, you low, insolent weaver!
Father, wait. He is not a weaver. He is Prince Nils.
Prince Neil of Carinia. At last, the cause for war. He's made a mockery of you, tried to take away your kingdom.
All I want from your kingdom is your daughter, sire. And far from taking over any part of your domain, I am willing to offer her half of mine.
War, sire. Declare war at once.
Quiet, quiet, quiet. Now let me try to understand. You want to marry my daughter, and this is the way you ingratiate yourself towards me? And this trick that you played, was that too meant as a kindness?
Sire, it was. Prince Nils and I promised to show you a garment as beautiful as truth. We did more than that, sire. We showed you truth itself. The people love you, sire. Not your clothes, nor the taxes you levy to pay for them. They love you, sire. They do not love war.
You would bring me close to my people by teaching them to laugh at their emperor?
How can they laugh at you, sire, when they were taken in by the joke as much as you were? Laugh with them, sire. Let that be the first bond between you.
Oh, Father, do. You'll be so much happier being a good ruler like Grandpapa and Great-Grandpapa before you.
No, everyone's brimful of advice today, aren't they? Telling me about my own people. So there's to be a wedding, is there? Yes, and I suppose the groom will wear a leather jerkin,
Not on this occasion, sire.
Yes, well, what are we waiting for? We must prepare for the ceremony. Yes, summon the weavers, call in the tailors. Oh, I can hardly wait. It's been so long since I dressed.
Although the emperor joked, he had learned his lesson well. Clothes may make a dummy, but they can never, never make a man.
Dream away, little man. Dream as long as you can. Don't grow up, I beg of you.